Right, so for those that clearly haven't read the history properly,
which is me.
I tried to read it out. I was shunned.
I will read it out and then we shall transition into the game.
Read it out in an outrageous accent.
The land of Ylisse!
Why do you sound like Sebastian from Little Mermaid?
A millennia ago, this continent was the scene of unrelenting war between the northern and southern races.
Races.
Races. I'm gonna stop now. I'm gonna stop because I'm aware that Cookie has the streaming.
No, but like, I don't think you can offend my one viewer, which I'm sure is me.
So you're all mixed within a very large crowd.
Sure.
You can see stalls and
I
big
see
fountains.
nothing.
See blackness.
Black as the night.
Have you given us all vision?
Fuck. Yes.
Hello, darkness.
All your
my
fucking
old
tokens need to be.
friend.
Fuck's sake. Let me just do this
I'm
instead.
here
Then.
to talk to you again. I know that the crowd of plebs looks like a penis.
Does it?
So you can see shit, right?
Oh, it looks like a Venus, yeah.
It's a cock and balls, yeah.
Oh, that is poor crowd planning, City.
None of you can see each other. However, you can all see two figures standing on top of the stairs to the palace. One of which you can recognise to be Crom, the first and only born son of the Yllissian family, and first prince to the realm. He sort of silences the crowd as the crowd is getting louder and louder. He raises his voice, and it's sort of the crowd almost drops completely silent. Crom says, "I have called forward this rather impromptu meeting, as it were, of the people of Ylisse, and I'm calling forward for those who are looking for adventure, who may be seeking fortune and fame, but all in the end, we need people who are willing to help the realm. We have spotted a threat. Elves in Mirrodom have messaged back to us that they have spotted a wyvern in the forests to the north. You notice whenever wyvern is mentioned, the crowd seems to get quite angsty and troubled at this. We would not be asking for this favour for free. For
How
one,
much do
you
you
will be
pay?
granted an audience with the king on your return from slaying this beast. And you will also be rewarded 5,000 gold for anyone that steps up. But beware that this is not an easy task. We would be sending our own forces to deal with this, but we are all tied up at the moment, defending our borders. I have been tasked with assembling a task force of such to be able to move north and deal with this issue. As I said, this is a very dangerous task. This is not for the faint of heart. Wyverns are a thing of legend in this land, and for one to have been spotted so far east is a big problem. But if you feel that you can take on this challenge, please step forward. You will be rewarded on our return.
Okay, so that's when we step up. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
so
step
if we,
forward,
like,
bloody bar.
raise a hand.
Who steps forward
Me.
first?
Me.
Right, then place your token at the front of the crowd.
I step forward to help slay this beast.
Oh, I can do it.
You
No,
shout, I step forward to help slay this beast.
And I'll like shoulder badge people. I'll shoulder badge the single person who I'm
Move, bitches!
stealing from.
Okay, get 15 gold.
That's more than it. That's all my gold now.
So Crom sees you step forward and he welcomes you up. He says, "Thank you for being the first to stand. This will be a great help to the realm." Right? Who is now going to step forward next and say something?
Look at that
And-
guy. Just immediately step forward.
An aged dwarf steps forward, creaky old dog by his side. I thought wyverns
Are
were
you
dead.
sure you're capable for this fight, sir?
You ever seen an old dwarf?
Plenty, actually.
Aye, they don't tend to age. They just look older.
What?
It's like a good tool. The rust just knocks off.
Well, if you feel you're up for it, the more the merrier, I suppose. And your companion as well.
What's the worst that could happen?
We could die. Two members step forward simultaneously. You see a tall figure with runes across their skin, and what seem to be ears on the top of their head. She says, "I wish to accompany you," in a very sort of almost toneless voice. It's just very monotone.
I wish to accompany you. Hello, I am fellow human. I would like to join.
Please insert girder.
As she steps forward, Crom leans in to Tutelage, who has whispered, sort of like nudging him, going like, "I thought wyverns were extinct." And Crom leans over and says, "That's what we thought too, which is why this is such a big concern. Thank you for stepping forward. And you, over at the left, who are you?"
My name is Belfrix Diamond. Name of my family, I shall assist you in your journey.
Diarmuids. We know them very well. The Diarmuid boy has come to help. I haven't seen you since you were a boy.
It's been a long time,
In
sir.
all fairness, so was I.
I said it's been a long time, sir. It's good to see you.
Well, I'm glad to have you assist us, and as I said, the reward will be for all. Are there any else who wish to aid us on our adventure?
And then I move forward.
With a big green ping! Hello! A figure who was already towering above most of the crowd now steps forward from it. And you, sir, are you interested in helping us in this endeavour?
Yes.
You need the money to get gloves.
You're not a man of many words, are you?
No.
Well, I'm sure this is an issue in which we can address later. And he welcomes you again.
What sort of fucking character introduction is that?
What? You're not a man of many words, are you? No.
I'm in tears at the moment.
I think that should probably be enough for this endeavour.
That wyvern is so fucked.
So then I turn round to the crowd and do like 2 middle fingers up as I walk away. It's like, I am the chosen one.
And Stone Cold's entrance music starts to play.
Yes!
WWE.
John Cena!
Well, we're going straight away from there, because if so, I've got somebody I need to get.
We won't be leaving immediately, but we'll be getting some supplies first.
Acceptable.
We've got plenty of time to bustle around town for the next. You have a full day to be able to interact with the town and collect what you need to get before we leave. But I will also be giving you some essential supplies for our trip. And he asks you to accompany him inside as the crowd starts to dissipate.
Are you quite sure it's safe to bring a dog to fight a wyvern?
I'm sure that this man will prove his dog's worth.
Sure, the dog will run away.
The dog's just smiling.
He doesn't know the shit he's gonna get into.
He is so naive.
I would also like to introduce you to my longtime companion, Simia. He's been in this family longer than I have. He's one of the most trusted members of the realm you could ever meet. You know a little bit about me, and you know a little bit about my companion, Simia. How about you tell us about yourselves a bit?
Well, I wasn't exactly fitting in the place I come from, so I decided to travel around a bit. Make my life my own instead of what everyone else did in my old town.
You have to worry not here. By the looks of it, you're amongst what should be good friends. What brings you here?
I needed some new shoes, and the crowd's bigger than I was, so I just sort of got carried along.
What brings you to this city?
Again, shoes.
Why specifically Ylisse? Is that not quite a journey for yourself?
Perhaps at one time it may have been, but that was a long time ago. I've been moving from city to city, town to town for a long time now. Me and my 2 boon companions.
2?
Well, you've met the dog, and of course there's my pony.
Does the dog have a name?
He does.
What would that name be?
When I gave him.
And what is that?
That would be information for the owner of the dog and the dog. Other than that, I lead a fairly normal life. I live from town to town, city to city, hunting, chasing things, occasionally fighting the occasional bandit, selling off everything they own and buying new shoes with it. As shoes wear out quickly as a dwarf.
I can imagine they would. You're some of the most hard-working people I've ever met. Say, what about you? Tall one?
Who's the taller one out of the group?
Zohar?
Oh, that's all.
Zohar.
You're fucking Joel!
I don't know. Hey guys, I'm Zohar. I haven't thought of a voice yet. I haven't thought that far ahead. Wait, I seriously need to find what the city wrote for me. I've been trying to find it.
I'm Belfrix. It's been a long time. So what brings you to Ylisse?
I believe by now news of what happened to my parents would have reached your ears. And right now I seek only power. Fighting a wyvern seems to be a good way of testing my ability.
Well, don't let it consume you. I've seen greater men lose themselves in the pursuit of power, and I am very sad to hear what happened to your family.
Thank you for your condolences.
Crom puts his hand on your shoulder and turns to the cat-looking person thing.
I'm looking for my friend. We got separated on the road.
Where did you get
But
separated?
he's not here, so... It's always been a lifelong dream to rid the lands of evil, so this seems like a perfect opportunity.
Isn't it everyone's lifelong dream to rid this land of evil?
If it's the intent of murdering it, destroying it, and erasing its existence, then yes.
Well, that is the more brutal means of destroying evil, but I suppose you could word it like that. We're still waiting for the drow to find his shit.
Right, nailed it, found it. Sorry, found it.
Please wait as the drow attempts to roll to see if his memories are still with him.
Drow, tell me about yourself. Hold on a minute, I'm trying to lie quickly.
Oh my god, it almost went to 1. Yes, I was at the magic school in Dansbury, I remember that bit. But I got kicked out of the school because it turns out that my family line demons were involved and the school didn't like it. So for their own safety, they expelled me out of their school.
How long ago was this?
This is going on a few years ago. Just over a few years ago.
Just over a few.
Yeah.
100.
100, yeah.
So what have you been doing with yourself since?
I've been travelling south. I had a lovely wife, but when I was away, someone raided my home. Everything was gone. My wife was missing. And on there was a note left saying, if ever I want to see my wife again, come to Miradom and show us your true power. And I've been on this journey ever since to try and find my wife.
We're heading north as it is. I'd be happy to accompany you to Miradom in this endeavour. But this is not something I like to see in my kingdom.
But I'm sure if there's a wyvern troubling you, then I'm sure that my expertise in magic can be of some use.
I'm glad to have you in company here, and please stop playing with the armour as Charles happens to trip over one of the suits of armour that is sitting on the floor and kind of whacks his face off the wall.
I do hope you don't fall over in front of the wyvern.
Tell you what, lad, while he's eating me, you can stab him in the ass.
Seems like
Well,
a fair
let's
trade
hope
to
it
me.
doesn't come to that, but I'm sure it won't cause us too much trouble. Please, take the rest of the day to explore the town and buy up anything else you may need.
Still need some shoes.
We will rest up here for the night. I will move out first thing in the morning. So Crom says, I will meet you back here at sundown. I have a few things to attend to in the palace. Family matters, I'm sure you understand. So feel free to explore the town and get whatever you may need.
Anyway, Belfrix turns to the rest of the group and goes, well, I don't know about you lads, but I'm going to find the nearest tavern and get myself well fit drunk.
Would you mind if I accompany you?
I'll join you as well.
Great,
I'm gonna go
sounds
look
like a
for
good party.
I'm going to go look for a blacksmith and a shoesmith.
Simia finds it odd that Crom didn't ask for Simia to come with and left Simia with the rest of the party.
I guess I'll join in at the tavern. I'm sure they need some entertainment.
As a member of this town, where would be a keen establishment that we could drink at?
But people get drunk real easy.
Well, it all depends on how much money you got in your pockets.
The drink I can afford, it's more the entertainment surrounding the drinking I'm more interested in. Are there any local taverns or bars that regularly take in games of coin, may I ask?
The Colourful Bard should be the place we go to.
The Colourful Bard it is.
I shall lead these people to the best tavern that I know of.